What's up, guys? How's everyone? Today, my setup's quite different, so hopefully everything works out. But today, we're going to be talking about something very special. We're talking about iPhone 13. How many of you are getting iPhone 13s? Any of filmmakers out there watching who believe smartphone filmmaking is going to take over? What's your thoughts about smartphone filmmaking? Who can hear me? Rachel's in as well. I can see. All right. So, perfect, meaning you can hear me. Sounds good. All right, sounds good, guys. So, here we go. Today, I received this. I was actually meant to receive this a little while ago. We're working on a project where we'll be filming the entire short film with this iPhone. It's the 13 Pro Max, um, 512 512 gigabyte. So that's going to be quite cool. There's so many cool things about this, man. There's so many cool things about this mobile phone that I love. I actually got a sneak peek as well in regards to some of the features on it. It's really, really nice. So without any delays, let's see how it looks. For us to have a look, anyone who wants to know more information, you can actually check out a lot of tech spec on Apple's website. So I'll be talking about this one, the 13 Pro Max. So this, as you can see, that's 6.7 inches instead of 6.1. So it's a little larger screen. This does help a lot while you're filming. So where's my mouse? Wow, the setup's going to be quite confusing today. Okay, let's get on with it. I have a Lightning to HDMI converter. So let's plug in our HDMI and see if I can actually bring this magic onto the screen. Come on, let's do this. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I've got it here. If anyone wants to know any information about it, I'd love to talk about it. This is how the camera looks like. So I'm going to focus into this lens so you guys are able to see it much, much nicer. Let me actually get to it. That's my aperture. That's not it. And there we go. So that is how the camera looks like now. It's very, very sleek. Looks pretty. I know a lot of people already have these videos on YouTube, but hey, I'm showing it to you again. You can watch it nicely. Look at this. So as you can see, the edging now. Okay, it's pretty similar to what the older version of iPhones used to look like. It's quite curved and really nice. Okay, so let me put the camera back. This is so exciting. Let me put the camera back to there. Focus, manual focus, welcome world. And now let's switch to this. If you have any questions, if you want to know anything about it, let me know. But I'm going to actually show you the camera modes and what it can do, right? So that's where the cool stuff is going to start coming in. Let's go. Here we go. So iPhone, camera, photo mode. So this now, I'm going to scroll back so you can actually see how it looks like. This is my setup. I'm pretty sure you guys can't hear me very well at the moment, but it's okay. I'm going to go to video mode. The best thing about this video mode is you can go really, really close with everything. So there's a macro mode on it. So once you go closer, you can keep on zooming in. Like I'm literally holding the camera really, really close. So let's go this close, right, to this camera that I'm using over here and see if I can get you the data I'm talking about. So there you go. You can go really close and get really nice shots. So here's something that I did take before. That's how clean the image is. I can even see the dirt on my keyboard. And that's the macro shot that you got out of this particular phone. Showing you the cinematic mode. So I'm using a Saramonic microphone, and this is the cinematic mode at the moment. That's how it looks like. It's very clean. It's very, very clean. So if I go closer, how close can I go? That's pretty good. So autofocus tracking you can see there as well. So if you may know that I'm actually only using downlights over here. So my entire setup over here is just with downlights. I have no light apart from this light hitting my face. So this light hitting my face. And that's how it works in low light. So let's go to cinematic mode again. Go to cinematic mode and click on it. That's how clean the footage looks like. So let's get it onto that. Record. That's pretty good. Let's see how this looks like. Pretty confident the phone's going to lag a bit. And all the other functions as well. So let me talk to you about something, right? Now, this phone, there's a very cool mode. Cinematic mode in this phone is quite interesting because when you're recording in cinematic mode, you can take your footage out of your phone. And when you go into Final Cut, you can select where the focus is going to be. So when I understood this feature, in my understanding, it's pretty much as simple as this. When the iPhone is recording Pro 13 Pro Max is recording, what it does is it in a way captures the entire footage. Everything's focused, well, up to a certain distance. And when you go in post, so let's just say I'm standing here and a person is standing behind me, you can go to post production and click on focus at the back. It will change the focus. You can move the focus. So that was quite cool when we actually saw those effects. So I literally got this today morning. I was meant to get this a couple of days ago to be able to showcase this to you guys. And to be honest, my first mode was cinematic mode, and it's pretty cool to be able to just go that close. And I suppose the main part is in regards to how good the macro is on this. So this is my photo mode, right? And that's just my keyboard there. Let's go for ATEM Mini. I can literally keep on zooming in. Like that is pretty close. So let's go for this effect. So as you can see, it's quite cool. I'm not quite sure if you guys can hear me properly. At the moment, my setup is very, very different according to how we'd normally do it. I got my mic this side. My camera is completely opposite this feet, as I wanted to control this phone and be able to have it live so you guys can kind of see it. I'm not being able to see everyone's comments that's coming in. There's a lot of people commenting I can see, but it's actually all divided. For some reason, StreamYard isn't working as nicely today. But if anyone's out there, they want to know something, feel free to check out the post we're about to do. I've got to also talk to you about something very, very important. And that is our blogs. You can actually see over here on our blogs on stop screen. Can't hear. Okay, someone's telling us can't hear. So that's perfect. Thank you so much. Can you hear me now? Is that any better? All right, I'm going to check if we can hear each other. And that is our blogs. No, definitely audio is working, guys. So that is perfectly good. Okay, so let me show you in regards to the blog what I mean and what's coming up. So share screen for you guys. Let's go here. So if we go into the website on Filmmakers League, you'll be able to see we have blog sections. This is a journey into the world of smartphone filmmaking. Rachel Bell Myers actually wrote this article recently. It's pretty cool because we have some projects coming up where we'll be shooting with this iPhone 13 Pro, and I'm quite excited to be able to use it in different scenarios. So hopefully we can bring the team back very soon with the lockdowns almost completing. You can come and read this blog post over here. It actually talks about how we created different films with iPhones and got awards from different film festivals. So it's quite cool on what you can do. You don't really have to go and buy a camera to be able to do things. You can use your mobile phones to be able to do it. So you can also watch a video over here in regards to what we had done. And when you go back to blog, you'll be able to see all the other blog posts in there as well. There's a few blog posts there, really, really handy stuff. Gotta remove this. So, guys, that is how it looks like. It's pretty good. It's a phone at the end of the day. For me, a technology is very straightforward in regards to what I want to use it for. So this is really good in regards to what it provides. Like waterproof, IP68. It allows me to be able to go inside the swimming pool or dive a little bit as well. Or if I'm cruising anywhere, I can take it. I can jump inside the water. People are already creating spectacular, amazing content out there on YouTube channels, TikToks, everywhere. It's phones, it just makes it easy for you to do that. And with this cinematic mode where you can adjust the depth of focus, so let's actually look how that looks like, right? If we go to cinematic mode and see how we are adjusting this. All right, let's go back onto this mic. And if we look over here, so this is our exposure control, same as previously. You can see you can go back to 0, you can plus and minus exposure control. So let's get out of here. And that's our focus control. So it's currently on f2.0. That's how it is. It's on f2.0. Right, let's focus on that. That's video f2.0. If I decrease that, so as you can see, that's f16 on Apple's iPhone 13 Pro. I mean, you can't really, just remember one thing, in regards to the depth of field on this, you can't really compare with a depth of field on a phone versus a depth of field on a micro four third versus a depth of field on a full frame versus, it's all up to the size of the sensor, the lenses, camera. There's a lot of involvements in there. So the way iPhone's doing their recording, it's quite unique, quite different. They have a cinematic mode on it, and you have the option to be able to choose focus later. So in theory, it is recording a frame with all focus and putting depth of field on top of it. Getting back to it, and here we go. So f16, that's how it shows. And then if I bring this lower, it goes to 2.0. There's a little bit of difference. Notice it's actually, it keeps on saying it requires more light. Okay. Let's try on something that actually has light. There you go. Yeah, that's another great example. Okay. So you have multiple lenses on this again. Now, how can you utilize these cameras into a next level? This is just a suction cup, nothing fancy. You can buy this anywhere. What I want to do really is utilize this. This is a B script cage. I actually haven't tried it. I haven't tried to put it on, as I used to use this for my 11 Pro. And if I'm able to put this on, I'll only be able to use one camera, I'd say. It's worth a try. We can give it a go if it works. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. So we'll at least know if this is going to work on this. I'm so scared to put this on. The reason I'm scared to put this on is I don't want any buttons to press on it while we're doing this. There you go. Okay, so that fits. So now it's just a matter of getting the lenses aligned. If I can do that, that would be super cool. All right, I hope this works. Yes. So one is not that. I think this is gonna work. This is definitely gonna work. Yes, it's gonna work. All right. So I'm gonna tighten this up. I'll show you guys how exactly this looks like. So this is a B script cage that I'm using. It's quite versatile. There you go. That's how it looks like. So now I can hold this in my hand. Super cool, super easy. All right. Let's put this cable back on so you guys can see how the footage looks like. So just by me doing this, I can move my camera much nicer now. You also have a hot shoe on the top, so you can attach your wireless transmission if you want to get HDMI from here to a wireless transmitter. Um, you could record a video while your director actually sees what you're doing. So let's just jump onto it. 1 second. Turn. There you go. So as you can see, it's now much easier. So if I stand up and slowly move, it's much easier to do handheld now. Much easier. Just so here's what I've done. That's our B script cage. I've just moved this lens mount to be able to adjust and align on wherever your lens is. Let me see if I can show you. So if we move it up, as long as it's on the lens, you can see there is no veneering. Perfect. Then we can lock it in. Simple as that. Lock it in. And it's working. All right, let's get focus back on me. Where are we? Oh man, I am using a manual focus. All right, so that's how it is. I believe this works. And now what I can do is, if I want to mount this on a gimbal, I'm actually going to mount this on either a Crane 2 or Weebill 2, something which is a bit more robust, where I can have longer juice on it as well, because it won't be carrying much motor weight. I'd use this on an M2, but just because I'm using this cage and this grip, and I can put my lights and attachments on it, this is just going to make it so much easier for me to maneuver. Like literally very easy. So there you go. And then if you want to put this on a desk, you can literally put it on a desk. That's a great example of a desk, right? I can't really show you the desk. So there you go, guys. I can't really answer any questions in regards to battery lives and things like that, as I personally haven't tested it. There's a lot of information already out there for it. The only thing I can suggest is, if you know someone who has one, get it and try it. I'm going to try it over the next couple of days. I'll be shooting some content with it. We'll be looking at the battery life. We'll be also looking at, in regards to the video quality, low light and high frame rate as well, on how clear the image is. So we want to test all of those things. But what normally happens is, I want to be able to put an ND filter on it. So by me having this cage, I can have attachments on it. I can mount different options on it. So it gives me an option, either if I want to use a different lens, so if I want to use a CPL filter, if I want to do ND filter, a variable ND. By having an ND on it, you're going to have much better control on your exposure, especially being in mobile phone. You don't want to have it fixed in post attitude. You want to be able to get as much details in the phone, because the sensors are smaller. On a full frame camera, as you can see, there's more depth of field, there's more light coming in. There's different options. At the same time, what this phone can do, to be able to have a technology in there, which we can communicate with, have social media and all this. A phone is phone, but having a camera that can go one step further. So now you guys can create content for all the social media platforms without having your camera flipping to the portrait mode and using on gimbals. You can actually utilize this. This is pretty cool. So I don't know how many people are getting this. I'm going to be trying this for the next month or so. I'll be shooting some films on it, short films on it, and hope you guys actually share experiences as well. If you want to know anything about it, please message us. Come and join Filmmakers League. If there's anything we can help you with as well, we'll be more than happy to. Very lovely to meet you guys today as well. I haven't been able to receive much comments because I can't see anything in the back end. So I'm pretty confident there's something wrong. I can literally see 2 comments in the back, but it doesn't matter too much, as we'll be switching to OBS system very soon, where I'll be controlling much more live events with new guests every week. Hopefully, knock on wood, we can do it. As long as the lockdown doesn't come in again, we can do it. So that's it, guys. That's all for now. That's all I had in for today. Finally got this phone. I'm gonna go try some videos on it. going to make some content on it. Hopefully we can actually do the test that we have been hoping to do. But the best part is I can have an HDMI signal out and it's very clean, and the delay is not there that I was actually worried about it. So I'm going to try a wireless transmitter next to be able to put onto this. And I want to be able to film with this when my director is seeing on the director's monitor a nice, beautiful shot. So in that way, the focus is also checked out. We can look at the angles, we can look everything. It's too difficult for everyone to be on a small screen and use the same device for everything, especially when you have it on a monopod. If you have this on a monopod go really high, you can't really see it. So by having a wireless transmitter on it or a long cable, you can bring a monitor down. So that's all for now, guys. My name is Rah Sharma from Filmmakers League. We'll try to do once a week live coming through. If you guys have anything, Gary, you finally joined in, my friend. Welcome, welcome. And Rachel over here also says, keen to know what the shooting battery life is. To be honest, I don't have that information. I haven't tested it out. I actually want to shoot with that camera and have it on according to how I use it. Everyone uses their phone differently. So the battery life is going to differ based on user basis. So excuse me, battery life, it really depends on that. I also normally have my screen on half brightness, not 100% when I'm shooting, so my battery life is going to be probably better. And Rachel's now saying thanks for the demo, new phone. 100%, no problems at all. I'm pretty sure that you're writing some content as well, and we'll be shooting this very, very soon. So guys, anyone who wants to know more about it, if you want to challenge me to shoot something with this phone, right, I think that's a pretty good one. If you want to challenge me to shoot something with this phone, I'd love to, because I have it, and I'd love to be able to share some work as well. Gary says, looking forward to your video using the iPhone 13. Thanks, Gary. There's going to be a few things coming up, and keep out. Anything else, feel free to write a comment or come and join Filmmakers League, and we'll be discussing a lot more things happening very, very soon. Thank you, guys. Have a very, very good night.